Hey, so I just threw some cards, and then I threw some more cards, and then they told me to grab another deck, and we threw more cards. So we're gonna try to get the gist of all these cards, because you could take this a ton of different ways. So I don't know about anybody else, but in my personal space, my abundance has been flying in. And I mean flying in. It started over the weekend, and it has not stopped. Job offers, gifts, thank yous, bumping into somebody you haven't seen in a while. Just all these positive things. Something bad happens, and then all of a sudden, followed right back up with something good. They're talking about your abundance is flowing. And I asked why, and they said this. They threw the Earth card. And then they started talking about, and I was talking about this with a friend actually, they started talking about the Earth in this sense representing your heart. And then they were talking about you having thus since bridged the gap between your heart and your crown, or your third eye, and talking about you did that through releasing your throat chakra, and specifically releasing your truth, because they're saying that's something that you necessarily did not do before. You would kind of hold your truth for fear of what the consequences were. And they said, don't do that anymore. They said that you used your magic, which is your essence, which is your purity, and spoke it. And in that way, you have now bridged the gap between your heart and your head. And they're talking about that as being you are wide open. They have you out as the next medicine wheel. So the medicine wheel in this, they're talking more about you are on that healing, shamanic, whatever label you want to put on it, kind of a spin on things, to where you're going through the stages, you're connecting the bridges, you are coming full circle. So they're saying that at one point you thought that you needed to sacrifice things in order to achieve these types of spaces. But what they're telling you is that you really didn't need to sacrifice anything. You just needed to come with an open, pure heart, and you housed everything. You did not need to give anything outside of yourself for this to occur. So then it moved on from there, and I was like, okay, that's a cool space, but now what? And they immediately started talking about how you're looking to the sky for answers. And sky being source, you're looking in the stars. You're the heart of the stars. You were going with the flow, but things didn't make sense. They're saying that you went on this massive, almost like a vision quest, or a seek for something, whether it be knowledge or wisdom, because wisdom came out in one of the other cards. And then the arrow came flying out, and the arrow card was facing downwards. They're saying that you are now regrounding everything you have picked up from being the high observer, from flying high in the clouds. But you're also regrounding your mind, aka breaking through the illusion and the delusion that has been around you. The smoke and mirrors card came up in reverse, and then it threw a card with a crystal ball on it, talking about the clarity that you are seeing now as being profound. They're saying that you needed to cloak or cover your eyes in order to truly see. And they're calling you the ultimate seer. He is adorned with a crow, not one, but two crows. And then when I was talking about this space, I'm like, all right, great. They're calling you the hunter, and the hunter of truth, the hunter of wisdom. And then a second crow card came out, and they started talking about ties to the spiritual realm via the birds. They're talking about you getting a lot of bird signs lately, and a lot of other bird things. They're saying for you to need to be having conquest in this space, you need to use courage to overcome fear. They're saying you haven't done that yet, that you need to realize that you have made a new deal in wisdom, you have found your sacred energy, and you need to overcome your mental fear with your courage that is deep down inside. They have you having success in the end. But the choice is still yours. And they're saying that you still need to make the choice to choose courage over fear. All right. See you later.